Good morning, friends. I'm so glad to see you again. Today we're going to read this book by Janet Stevens, The Donkey Egg. And I thought about this, and since we've just learned about oviparous animals, oviparous hatches from an egg, the donkey egg sounded really interesting to me. So I ordered this book, especially because we love Janet Stevens. She came to our school, and she's an author and an illustrator. And in this book, it looks like she's a co-author with Susan Stevens Crummel, or Crummel, I'm not sure how they say it. And these two are sisters that have co-authored this book. So Janet Stevens wrote Tops and Bottoms. And remember those two characters in the story? Yeah, the tricky hare and the lazy bear, and how they grew things under the ground and above the ground, and they collected things in the middle. But that hare tricked Donkey. So you can see these characters are back in her next story, The Donkey Egg. And do donkeys hatch from eggs? You're right. Mammals do not hatch from eggs, but there may be some exceptions to the rule. Animals with fur, their babies drink milk, they're warm-blooded, not born alive. So we're going to explore that a little bit today. So, The Donkey Egg, I have a little quick connection to tell about this book. And it's about a trick in an egg. When I was growing up, my parents were friends with lots of junior high kids, which is middle school. And these middle school kids liked to play tricks on my mom and dad, and because they were really fun, and they thought these tricks were really funny. So one time at Easter, we found a special gift on our front porch, and my dad was in the Army. He was a recruiter, so he would go to an office and he would help people join the Army. So when he went to the door before Easter, there on the front doorstep was an egg, an Easter egg, but it was all decorated like it was an Army tank, and it had a little straw coming out of it, and it had wheels, and it was all decorated in camel colors, because this was like an Army Easter egg for my dad. And so my parents thought this was really cool. And somehow, during the next couple days, the egg got used or broken in the kitchen, and it was not hard boiled. It was a raw egg. And apparently these guys were going to play a trick on my dad because they wanted him to crack the egg at his office, because every day he took a hard-boiled egg for lunch. And fortunately, he did not take the tank to work for his lunch. It would have been a little hard to pack it in your lunchbox anyway. But those guys tricked Mom and Dad, but Mom and Dad tricked them back, because forever they have thought that my daddy, opened that egg at his lunch at his office, and he never actually did. And he didn't get any egg all over his uniform. So anyway, those are called practical jokes. And sometimes people like to play them on each other just to be silly. So we're going to read The Donkey Egg, and we're going to see what tricks are happening in this book, The Donkey Egg by Janet Stevens and Susan Stevens Crummel. Let's see. In the beginning here, hey, this book was copyrighted in 2019. 2019, 2020. It's only 1 year old. You're older than this book. It was published last year. And that's why when I saw the title, I thought, oh, I bet that's going to be a great book, because we love things written by Janet Stevens. And we love her pictures. She's just amazing. So when she came to Orchard, she showed us how she creates characters, and she created a character with us. And she drew it with the head that we dreamed up, and she drew it with the body and the clothes that we dreamed up in the library. So children gave suggestions, and she made a really cool character. So this book is starring, these are the characters. Bear, old, lazy, cranky, worked hard once but not anymore, needs motivation. Well, now we know a little about his character traits. Hare, friendly, speedy, always running, wants a rematch with Tortoise. And remember Tortoise and the hare? They have a race, and Hare's like way ahead of Tortoise, and then he stops and messes around and thinks he's got it made, and then there's slow and steady Tortoise, and eventually he beat Hare in the race because slow and steady wins the race. So Blanket, that's not a character, that's like a prop. Warm, dramatic, hides things, multi-talented, has a checkered past. Fox, clever. Oh yeah, we know about this guy. He's always tricky. Likes to play tricks, looking for mischief and some quick cash. And a cameo appearance by Donkey. Where did he come from? From this egg? Green, mysterious. What's inside? Dun, dun, dun. There you go. Characters and props. That's a fun way to introduce them, isn't it? Take a look at our picture. There's our bear making his sounds onomatopoeia. And he's just snoozing away on the porch. So, let's see what happens in the story. Up on the hill lived a grumpy old bear. His farm was a wreck and it needed repair. But Bear didn't care. He just slept in his chair and growled at his neighbors, Fox and Hare. Hey, what kind of book is this? Bear, repair, chair, hare. This time she wrote a rhyming book. And look over here in the side, giving us a clue. Wake up, Bear, cried Fox. I know you want to run this place back into a mighty fine farm, grow some mighty fine crops, and have a mighty fine life. But you need help, and I've got just the thing. Grrr, growled Bear. What thing? Ta-da! A donkey! That's not a donkey, cried Bear. Well, not yet, but it will be, said Fox. It's a donkey egg. A genuine, certified donkey egg. Still green, has to ripen and hatch. That's where you come in. Keep it warm, safe and happy, like a little mama bird on her nest. There's the robin like Ava's. It will take time, minutes, hours, days, weeks, months. So be patient. And then, voila, a donkey. As you know, Bear, lots of animals come from eggs. Well, we know about these. We're experts. Chickens, dinosaurs, platypuses. Platypuses? That creature has fur. Alligators and watermelon equals donkey. And donkeys, it's the truth. I can see it now. Your fields are plowed, your house is painted, you and your donkey sitting on the porch watching the sunset. What a deal! And it's a steal, today only, $19.95. No way, said Bear. Fox sighed. Okay, I'll settle for that $20 bill. Sold! It's a done deal. I don't know if you realize this, but $19.95 was actually less than $20 by 5 cents. He's still tricking him. Fox scooped up the cash, disappeared in a flash, and that's all that was left. And all that was left was Bear in his chair. $20 for this donkey egg. And a gigantic green donkey egg. That fast-talking fox, muttered Bear. Now what am I supposed to do? Then he remembered, keep it warm. So, like a big mama bird, Bear carefully sat, this way and that. He sat and he sat. He's incubating. Tickety-tock, clickety-clock, minutes passed. No donkey. Did you know? Hey, this looks like some fun facts. It takes about 1 minute equals 60 seconds. Huh, so seconds make minutes. It takes about a second to sneeze. Achoo! A hummingbird's wings beat about 70 times in 1 second, so fast that you can hardly see them moving. It takes about a minute for an ice cream cone to melt on a hot day. It takes about 2 minutes to brush your teeth. Neighbor Hare had just begun his daily run when he screeched to a halt. Bear, you're out of your chair. I'm sitting on my donkey egg, growled Bear. What? Donkeys don't come from eggs. Yes, they do, cried Bear, like dinosaurs, chickens, alligators, platypuses, even tortoises. I'm keeping it warm so it will hatch. Been sitting for a whole hour. No donkey. Well, you keep sitting and I'll keep running, said Hare. Got another race with Tortoise. Off went Hare, leaving Bear to sit. And sit, and sit. Mustn't quit. Tickety-tock, clickety-clock. Hours passed. No donkey. Did you know 1 hour equals 60 minutes? 3,600 seconds? Whoa, so seconds make minutes, and minutes make hours. It takes a spider about an hour to spin a fancy web. You blink your eye over 1,000 times in an hour, and your heart beats over 5,000 times in an hour. Woo, a lot happens in an hour. What do I do now? Then Bear remembered. Keep it safe. Bear cradled the egg and sang, Rock-a-bye donkey, my little one, ripen and hatch, there's work to be done. If there is danger, I will be there. You'll be my donkey, I'll be your bear. Again, it's kind of like when we sang our lullabies to the chicks and they went to sleep, isn't it? Again, Hare screeched to a halt. Bear, you're rocking and singing in your chair. This isn't quite the character trait of our lazy bear, is it, usually? I'm keeping my donkey egg safe, replied Bear. Been rocking all day. No donkey. Well, you gotta keep rocking and I'll keep running, said Hare. Gotta win that race. Off went Hare, leaving Bear to rock. Zoom. And rock and rock. Rockety rock. Tickety-tock, clickety-clock, days passed, no donkey. Did you know 1 day equals 24 hours, which equals 1,440 minutes, which equals 86,400 seconds? Whoa, 24 hours are in a day. 1 day is about how long it takes the Earth to spin all the way around on its axis. Most chickens lay 1 egg per day. Bamboo can grow almost 3 feet a day. If you grew 3 feet a day, in just 1 week, you would be taller than a house. Kids laugh about 300 times in 1 day. Grown-ups only laugh 17 times. We need to laugh more often, don't we? Now what? Look at Bear. Then Bear remembered, keep it happy. He told Egg a tale of a girl and, who do you think this is? 3 bears. Fables with tortoises, foxes, and hares. Bear acted out plays where he played every part, again and again, till he knew them by heart. Part, heart. This rhymes. Bear pointed his toes and leaped through the air. He played peekaboo, hiding under his chair. Bear chair. For the 3rd time, Hare screeched to a halt. Bear, you're under your chair. I'm playing with my donkey egg, said Bear, keeping it happy so it will hatch. Been playing all week. Still no donkey. But there will be, Bear grinned. So you keep running and I'll keep playing. I'm gonna hatch that egg and you're gonna beat that tortoise. Off went Hare, leaving Bear to play and play night and day. Tickety-tock, clickety-clock. Weeks passed, no donkey. Did you know that 1 week equals 7 days, 168 hours, 10,080 minutes, 604,800 seconds? Whoa, there's 7 days, there's 7 days, there's 7 days in a week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Did you know a mama hummingbird takes about a week to build her tiny nest, which is the size of a ping pong ball? A mama eagle takes over 2 weeks to build her giant nest, which is 8 feet wide, and Dad helps. It takes about a week for a snake to shed its entire skin. Ooh, humans gradually shed their skin, about 7 million skin cells in a week. Ew. Through wind and rain and snow, Bear stayed. He sang, he sat, he rocked, he played. He loved that egg with all his heart. Never was there quite a pair, Bear and egg, egg and bear. Only napping here and there, Bear grew tired, really tired, really tired. He couldn't keep from falling fast asleep. Zzz. Plop. Roll. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here it goes, rolling down the hill. Oh no, shouted Bear. Help! Egg on the loose. Hare's ears perked up. Egg on the loose? Hare to the rescue. And the chase was on. What do you think's going to happen? Can you predict from other stories we read about eggs rolling? It was Egg out in front, Bear close behind, and Hare bringing up the rear. Around the turn, Egg leading, Hare speeding, Bear stampeding. Across the road, Egg tumbling, Hare stumbling, Bear fumbling, tumbling, stumbling, fumbling. Through the field, Bear thrashing, Hare dashing, Egg crashing, ... Crack! It's nothing but a watermelon. Oh dear. My donkey hatched, cried Bear. I got him by the ears. Ouch, those are my ears, hollered Hare. Can't you see? It's not a donkey egg. It's a watermelon. But it can't be. Fox said it was a genuine certified donkey egg. Fox? Gasped Hare. You believed Fox? Bear hugged his head. He tricked me. Fox tricked me. No donkey egg, no baby donkey, no nothing. There wasn't a sound as Bear looked around, and there on the ground, guess what he found? You have an idea? I wonder what Janet put in this next part. Seeds! Oh, Bear had an idea. Ding! I've got work to do. Well, you start working and I'll... Hare paused. Oh, who cares about a silly old race? For hours, then days, Bear and Hare tilled the land. They weeded and planted and watered by hand. For weeks, then months, the plants grew and grew. May, June, July, they were growing into ... What do you predict? Did you know 1 month equals 31 days, or 30 days, or 29 days, or 28 days? And 12 months equals 365 days, which equals 1 year? It takes a whole year for the Earth to travel around the sun. Your hair grows about 1/2 inch per month, which means 6 inches per year. And A mama donkey carries a baby donkey in her body for about a year before it is born. Of course, you already know donkeys don't actually come from eggs. Yeah, we know that. They're mammals. You know how long you were in your birth mommy's tummy? 9 months. You were in there less than a donkey takes. Watermelons. Oh, let's go back to that last line because it had a dot, dot, dot. For weeks, then months, the plants grew and grew. May, June, July, they were growing into watermelons everywhere. To market went Bear and Hare to sell those watermelons. And what did they buy? What are they gonna buy, friend? Are you thinking what I'm thinking? What does that bear want? Ta-da! Hee-haw! Hee-haw! He bought a donkey. Ooh, look at Fox's thinking bubble. Watermelons equals donkeys. Off ran Bear with donkey and hare to fix up his farm that needed repair. And all that was left was dot, dot, dot. A tricky, clever fox on his donkey egg. And that is the end of the story. Those silly characters. This time, it wasn't Hare doing all the tricking. He was actually using teamwork, wasn't he, with Bear? Looks like they became friends and partners. But that fox was very tricky. And in many books we read, he's been a super tricky character. So, boy, that book had a lot of different times in it, didn't it? It had seconds and minutes and hours and weeks and months and years in it. We've learned a lot about those things this year. And we know a little bit more about time than when we started kindergarten. So I was thinking about 60 seconds. How long is a second? We know it's pretty quick. Well, there's a little trick you can use, and sometimes it helps you count seconds easier. Instead of 1, 2, 3, or is a second like this? 1, 2, 3. Well, this is about how long a second is. It's like this. You can say 1 Mississippi, and it goes like this. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi, 10 Mississippi. That's 1 second, as long as it takes to say 1 Mississippi. Or you can say 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 1,000. That's how long a second takes. And you got to count all the way up to 60 of them to equal 1 minute. So today your super challenge is to do some jumping jacks, or some bottom ounces, or some pogo sticks, and count the seconds. Do 60 of them for 1 minute. And then see if you can count another 60 seconds all the way up to 120 for 2 minutes. See if you can do it. So that's your super challenge since we're inside today. And you can get a little exercise where you practice learning about seconds and minutes. So I have one more challenge for us today, and that is this math story right here. In this book, we're just going to read one page again. Each orange had 8 slices. It's a counting book, and it's by Paul Giganti Jr., and the pictures are by Donald Cruz, one of my favorite illustrators. And my page got turned. I thought we'd turn to this page for our story today, our math story question. Because, of course, what does it have in it that we've just finished learning about with oviparous animals? Oh, we learned about oviparous hatches from an egg. In just a minute, we're going to talk about viviparous. Okay, so get your thinking brains going. Here we go. On my way to the store, I saw 4 trees. Can you see them in your brain? Now, when we're doing the story, sometimes, I forgot to tell you, sometimes what we've been practicing is writing down our thinking on a piece of paper. And we've been drawing our thinking to help us solve problems in pictures and numbers. But you can also, use your fingers or use your brain to figure it out. So I'll read it slowly in case you want to draw the pictures, okay? On my way to the store, I saw 4 trees. Each tree had 3 birds' nests. So think about that. 4 trees, 1, 2, 3, 4. And in each tree, there are 3 bird nests. Okay, so wonder how many nests that is. Then, in each bird's nest, there were 2 spotted eggs. So how many trees were there? Right, there were 4 trees. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then how many bird nests were there? Remember, each tree has 3 nests. So it's going to be 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. Let's see if you were right. Did you say your number? Okay. Well, you know what 3 plus 3 is. And you know what 3 plus 3 is. So I know 3 plus 3 is 6. So what's 6 plus 6? Each tree had 3 bird nests. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this page has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 too. So 6, let's count on. Put it in your brain. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Awesome. We're counting by 3s. Sometimes it helps to sing a little song when I count by 3s. I go like this. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. That's just a way to memorize counting by 3s. Okay, now the trickiest part. We know there are 12 nests, right? Each bird's nest has 2 spotted eggs in the nest. 12 nests, and there are 2 eggs inside each one. How many eggs are there? Have you figured it out? That is a tricky one. If you want to figure it out, just pause this video for a minute. Write your thinking, and then turn it back on. See if you were right. Okay, let's count. Here we go. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I'm counting by 2s. 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. There are 24 eggs in the nest. I wonder how many are on this side. This was 6 nests with 2 eggs inside. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12. And then this side is equal 12. So it's kind of like a 12 plus a 12, isn't it? And we know from eggs and studying about them that there are 12 eggs in a dozen. So this is kind of like 2 dozen eggs. And that equals 24 eggs. Pretty cool. Alrighty. Remember that counting by 3 song again? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. Alrighty. Now, I have a little challenge for you today. We learned about oviparous animals that hatch from an egg, right? But animals that are mammals are viviparous, and we learned that in the story Chickens Aren't the Only Ones. And there are 2 animals, well, there are 2 types of animals that live in the country of Australia, which we found yesterday on our globe. And these animals are exceptions. they do not follow the rule. So they have fur, they are warm-blooded, they're born alive, but they do not, oh, I'm sorry, I said that wrong. They're mammals. They have fur or hair. Their babies drink milk. They're warm-blooded, but they are not born alive. No, they hatch from eggs, but they're mammals because they're more like mammals than oviparous animals, like birds or reptiles. And so I want you to take a little time today, go on Pebble Go, and do some more exploring of these two interesting animals that are mammals. One is the duck-billed platypus, and you can just look up platypus in Pebble Go. And the other animal is the echidna, which is also called the spiny anteater. And there's several kinds of them. To me, the echidna looks a little bit like a long-quilled hedgehog. He looks a lot like a hedgehog, but his quills are a little bit longer. He's very pokey. So the echidna, and that's spelled E-C-H-I-D-N-A, echidna, and that lives in Australia. And then you can look up platypus, and this one was in our book today by Janet Stevens, P-L-A-T-Y-P-U-S. So that's platypus. And this is what they look like. It really does look like a duck bill, just like the ducklings that we hatched 2 weeks ago. Yeah. So have fun exploring echidnas and platypuses and learning about where they live, their food, some fun facts, their habitat, and their life cycle. Alrighty? Have a great day. I'm so glad to have spent this learning time with you today. And I miss you very much. Alrighty, friends. See you Thursday at Zoom, 6:30 with our families. Alrighty, have a great day.